Phantom Games! Hello everyone, Phantom Games here. Today, we're going to be talking about something very awesome today, and it's going to be Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? So yeah, we are going to be talking about my top 20 best Scooby-Doo movies. In 3, 2, 1, let's get this going, shall we? Ruby-dooby-doo! Coming in at number 20 is
an all-new original movie that takes you on a Caribbean adventure. The gang faces pirates on the high seas.
Looks like we have some uninvited guests to our secret lair.
Scooby-Doo Pirates Ahoy.
Scooby-Doo Pirates Ahoy. Now, I really like this movie, Scooby-Doo Pirates Ahoy, because love the adventure of pirates and everything, because every pirate adventure makes me think of, well, SpongeBob, but I know that's not what this video is about, but I just love the adventures with pirates, and it's really neat to see pirates in, like, different movies, and Scooby-Doo does really great with them. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's terrific, and the bunch of moments is really good for this movie, and it's so good. I really love it. It's really fun, great adventure too, and it's but there's not really that many moments I remember from this movie, because I do have most of these movies on this list, but not like all of them. Well, not as a separate DVD, but anyway. But yeah, this one's really good. I like this one. Coming in at number 19 is
all new original movie, something hiding in the woods, and it has one ferocious appetite. What? It's Scooby-Doo Camp Scare.
Scooby-Doo Camp Scare. I really like this one, Camp Scare, Scooby-Doo Camp Scare, because when I was watching it, I really loved the villain being like a he makes me think of Freddy Krueger. I don't know why. He just does, to me. Well, that's my opinion, but you guys might have something different. But it's really cool. I love the villain in this one. And Fred always trying to, like, hook up with that cute girl, and Daphne gets jealous or something like that. But this is a really great movie, and really touching, and got that camp vibe to it, to where the gang does like a bunch of camp stuff and has fun, knowing they're supposed to be on a mystery. It's just so wacky and funny. It's so neat to see. I love it. Coming in at number 18 is
The Goblin King is here.
The Goblin Hour has arrived. Goblin King?
Hold on for the ride of your lives through a world of goblins and goodies in an all-new original movie, Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King.
Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King. Now, you all probably don't really remember this movie. I do, because this one was basically my third Scooby-Doo movie I've watched when I was a kid. And I really liked it. It was really cool. And to realize that the mystery machine gets turned into a monster thing, and the gang gets turned into monsters, just here, check this out.
I present the Monstrous Machine!
I just think that's really cool and neat to see. That is so awesome. And the whole adventure is just Shaggy and Scooby happen to save the world and everything. And it's so awesome, so unique, sorry, so unique to see this adventure. And they go on so many crazy stuff, and it's just amazing. I love it. It's so cool, so fun. It's like I'm having this adventure with them. And my favorite character is the headless horseman guy, where they carry his head, the pumpkin head thing, over like around with them, and he talks half the time. It's so funny. He's really cool. Coming in at number 17 is
When a legendary movie studio is haunted by the monsters they created, there is only one gang.
Maybe we can help.
I do something!
Way to go, Fred!
Lego Scooby-Doo, Haunted Hollywood.
Lego Scooby-Doo Haunted Hollywood. Now, this one I really love. I so genuinely love this Scooby-Doo movie. Because they can do Legos all the time in movies, like a lot of times. And that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. And the number one show, I also want him to get the Lego treatment like Scooby-Doo did in this movie, is this show here. You all know what I'm talking about.
Oh! Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Yes, him. Yeah, I knew you guys would probably say that's who I was thinking, and yes, that would be a dream come true for me. But back to this movie. Now, this adventure is really neat to where, like, this movie studio used to have, like, these monsters and zombies, like, for the movies, but when their producer died, they made it to seem like his ghost takes over the costumes and possesses them, basically wreaks havoc on the movie set, which I gotta admit is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, and that's really neat to see. And it's so funny to see Daphne get all excited, knowing that she's being, like, not really in danger, but like she's just excited to be in Hollywood and does not give a crap about the ghost at all. Just doesn't. And it's funny to see Fred kind of lose his passion for mystery solving and getting into the movie business genre, which is kind of funny. I like that. And the way that they can, like, just take off their heads and their hairs is just so funny. I mean, yeah, it's Legos. That's what that you expect. But I mean, like, what I'm trying to say is that, like, it's neat to see them Lego can do, like, animation to where they don't get hurt. Because think about it, if this was like a real Scooby-Doo movie, not like a real one, but like a one that wasn't animated, or, I mean, not animated, but not like with the Lego genre, and Shaggy just goes, he would die. Basically, he would die. But when they do it in Lego form, they don't get hurt. It's just so cool about that. I love that. It's so neat. So I want that to happen for that cartoon I mentioned earlier. And I hope they make another Scooby-Doo Lego movie. Which, this one was the best one. I like this one. This one was cool. Highly give this one a watch. Coming in at number 16 is...
Monsters are taking over, and now there's only one thing to do. Mystery Inc. is back. Unfortunately, so is every monster they've ever faced. Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed.
Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. This one is really cool. I love this one. And before we talk more about this one, I actually have three, yes, like I said, 3 favorite moments from this movie. Here, check them out.
I'm okay, Scoob. I'm good at Chink's body.
Bring it.
He brought it.
Weakest point
Right in the round tables.
Yeah, those ones just crack me up. I love them. It's so neat to see this movie, and the actors did really good. Like the actor for Shaggy, Shaggy is like awesome because his voice is like spot on, man. Like it's like good. I love it. Like it sounded just like him from the show. I don't know who exactly it is who's um playing Shaggy, but whoever it is, props on to you, man. That was awesome acting. Like you sounded just like Shaggy. I love it. And I love like they updated Scooby-Doo CGI Scooby like a little better than they did in the first one, because I mean I did like the first one. It just wasn't, to me it just didn't feel like a Scooby-Doo movie. But I did like Scrappy in that one. I gotta admit that. I did like that. I love Scrappy. Now don't you all get mad at me for that. But yeah, don't you all get mad at me. Because I know you all say that Scrappy-Doo is the worst character on ever. Because he's not. I love him. He's one of the best, in my opinion. But besides that, this movie is great. Really, really great. It has really good moments. And I love the ending where they play the theme song. And it's so awesome. I jump for joy for this movie. I do. I love this one. This one's amazing. This one right here is 100% awesome. So, highly give this movie a watch. If you've seen it before, you should watch it again. Coming in at number 15 is...
We are not alone.
I told you they're real.
It's landing now. The all-new movie Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. Only on video cassette and DVD.
What are you talking about?
Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invasion. I like this one, Scooby-Doo and Alien Invasion. And the most thing I like about this one is basically Shaggy's romantic interest in this girl who also has a dog. And at the end of the movie, they're aliens. Which, I didn't know that. That kind of shocked me. Because they legit looked like real humans. Like, I thought they were real humans. Well, human and a dog. In their perspective. But you know what I'm trying to say. But, besides that, it's really awesome. I love it. And I'm not gonna lie, they did wonderful. I love the girl's voice. I really do. And I love this song, too, that Shaggy sings about the girl.
I'd even help her shopping, that's the depth of my devotion.
I love that song. It's such a cute, touching song. Like, I love it. It's so wonderful. And most of the movie about this is really good. I'm not gonna lie. It's amazing. I love it to death. It's just, so awesome. But I don't have any problems with this movie at all. I don't. I love this one. But I can't get over this one because this one's really good. A lot of you guys probably seen this one too. I certainly have. And I love it. So highly give this one a watch. Coming at number 14 is...
You're a cartoon!
I'm a cartoon!
Sounds like this could be the start of a mystery.
Oh no! Jinkies!
Zoinks!
Son of a bitch.
Now, this one might actually confuse you all, because this one ain't actually like a movie, because it's actually in a series with the Supernatural. Well, as an episode of the Supernatural. But the way it looks is just like a like the art style Scooby-Doo movie would be. And it's kind of very long, like a Scooby-Doo movie. Because I think the episode is like an hour long, or 40, I don't know how long it is, but it's really good and very awesome to see I'd never actually seen Supernatural, but till I heard about this crossover here, I had to watch it. I just had to. And my thoughts on it, I mean, I love it, but there's a lot of crazy stuff happens in this episode. I'm going to call it movie. I'm just going to call it movie. Don't get mad. I'm calling it movie because that's what it feels like to me, but it's really good. But it's really weird to see all this because a lot of weird stuff happens in the movie. I'm not going to lie. It does. Like this, for example.
Hey, this isn't a dummy. This is blood. He's...
Yeah. You can't tell me that wasn't plain weird. And Scooby-Doo. Like, how was they able to get the rights to do that? Like, show blood and not like blood and gore like a lot, but like blood in general. And the guy saying, like, cussing? That's crazy! I mean, I know that's what the show's mostly about. Is like the supernatural, it's like an adult show where they do supernatural things, fight ghosts, villains, and demons. But when they have a crossover with Scooby-Doo, they took the Scooby-Doo to an R-rated, literally an R-rated. I'm just going to say it like that. They took it as far as to make it rated R. I'm not kidding. It is. A little bit. Like a little bit, but not like major rated R. But it just shows like blood. It cusses. Basically, those are the only two things that's confused me of how they were able to do it. But besides that, this one's a really good movie / episode, but I'm still calling it a movie. But this one's at number 14 because I love it. It's really good. It kind of shocked me to the bone when I found out about that stuff in it. But it's really good. Highly give this episode a watch. It's on Netflix. The whole series is on Netflix. So if you all have Netflix, it's on there. It's on there. Trust me, it is. I have Netflix. But if you want to watch this episode, go ahead. It's worth it. Trust me, it is. Coming in at number 13 is...
Chill out and melt down with Scooby-Doo and Shaggy in their all-new original movie. Look for Chill Out, Scooby-Doo, the all-new original movie, soon on DVD.
Chill Out, Scooby-Doo. No, that's literally the name of the movie. Chill Out, Scooby-Doo. But besides that, it's really good. I love this snowy atmosphere. It makes me think of Christmas a little bit because, well, they're in the snow. They're hiking in the snow. And they're dealing with the abominable snowman. And it's really good. I love it. All the different things they do in this movie is downright awesome. Like, really, really awesome. And I love it. And I just can't get over how much this movie is gone through. Like, I mean, the series in general. There's so many movies this dog has made. But this one's really good because I love how, like, they just go on this adventure in the snow and they have to take down that snow ghost. Well, not snow ghost, but the abominable snowman, I mean. But you all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, besides that, it's really good. It's awesome. I love it. And my favorite character, this is my favorite, not my best villain from the Scooby-Doo franchises, but this is one of my best. Like, I like this snow ghost. I mean, why do I keep calling it snow ghost? The abominable snowman. Crap. My bad. But the abominable snowman, I really like him. He's really good. He's funny, cool, a little clueless too, because a lot of scenes he just like falls into traps or something like that. But it's been a while since I've seen the movie, but I really do like it. It's awesome. I love it. So, highly give this one a watch. 100%. Coming in at number 12 is...
No mystery has ever been this big. An all-new original movie on DVD. Scooby-Doo, Legend of the Phantosaur.
The Phantosaur?
Scooby-Doo Scooby-Doo, Legend of the Phantosaur. Now, this movie I like because it's really awesome, and one in a lifetime we actually get to see Shaggy being brave. And no, I don't like the movie because of the dumb meme people made, where they call him Ultra Instinct Shaggy. That's not why I like this movie. I mean, it is cool. It is cool. I gotta admit, it is cool. But the main reason is because you get to actually see Shaggy be brave for once. And that's awesome. I love that. And Scooby-Doo trying to, like, snap him out of it all the time is so funny. And them trying to figure out what the word is that the dude told him, that every time they say it, he'll be do like that, and it's so funny. But like, Shaggy is just so... But now the one moment I like from this movie is this part here. It's at the very beginning of the movie. This is how the movie starts.
Incredible. How long has he been screaming like this?
Almost 3 hours.
Without taking a breath?
Yeah, just hearing Shaggy do that the entire time is so funny. Like, I love that. It's so hilarious. But this one's, like, a really good movie. I like this one a lot. This one's an adventure. A big, big adventure for the Scooby-Doo gang. Like, really awesome. And my favorite dinosaur they use, too. I love the T-Rex. I think that's a T-Rex, right? Something like that. I think it's a T-Rex, yeah. But, besides that, this one's a really good movie. Highly recommend this movie. 100%. Coming in at number 11 is...
This is a warning from Scooby-Doo headquarters. El Chupacabra is on the loose. Be on the lookout in Mexico and surrounding areas.
Don't go outside.
Jinkies, El Chupacabra!
Scooby-Doo is back in the all-new feature-length mystery adventure. Scooby-Doo and the Monster of Mexico.
Scooby-Doo and the Monster of Mexico. I just had to do that. But, I like this movie, Scooby-Doo Monster of Mexico, because I've always wondered what Mexico was like. Even though, yeah, it's like a faraway place, but I love it because I love this movie because I like how they call the Bigfoot El Chupacabra, but his main thing is the Bigfoot. But it's really awesome, and a bunch of moments from this movie is so downright cool and funny. Like these two, for example. So yeah, I really like that in the movie because it's just so funny to see the Scooby-Doo eat those peppers and it's like, just like looking for water and everything. Oh, and also, I don't know if I could be able to show you this, guys, but there's actually something really funny about this movie. Is that in the DVD that I have, there's bloopers, like actual bloopers they put in this movie, as in like what they were doing on set went wrong. Like here, I'll show you. Here's an example.
Really scare us. Action. Great.
Shall we?
Who rigged up?
So yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that's really awesome to see. I love that. That's so cool. And that's only in the DVD. That's not like actually in the show. I mean movie. Because that's only on the DVD. But besides that, it's really good. I love it. It's really, really awesome. Yeah, so highly give this one a watch. 100%. I love this one. A lot. Coming in at number 10 is...
I'm Fred. This is Velma.
Hi.
And that's Daphne.
Hey, I'm Shaggy, and this is Scooby-Doo.
Nice to meet you.
Trick or treat!
SCOOB. Now, I really love this Scooby-Doo movie, which is called SCOOB for short. But it's really neat to see this CGI format of Scooby-Doo like this, because I love it. I love CGI. And I wish a lot of movies were like in CGI form. Mostly, well, some movies. Not like every movie, but movies that seem like they should do one. But this one right here, is awesome. Because I love how like it shows how Shaggy and Scooby met, and how he met the Daphne, Freddy, and Velma. Why did I start with Daphne first? That sounded weird. But to know that they get this is basically like a little crossover movie too, because the villain in this one is called Dick Dastardly, which is a weird name, not gonna lie, but I like him as a villain. And the one moment I think like really got me like to almost really cry is this part here.
Now it's my turn.
No, Reggie, wait! No!
Scoob, you're the best friend I could ever ask for. And he always will be.
Like, I'm not kidding. That part, like, took me by surprise a little bit, because it made me so sad. Like, I really thought Shaggy wasn't going to come back after that, but he did, and that's a good thing. But I do like how the monster goes, blink, like flicks him out, just like, get the heck out of here. It's so funny to see him do that. That's really funny. But them getting all back together at the very end of the movie is so great, so awesome, and I love it. This one's 100% really good, in my opinion. I love it to death. This one's really good. So highly give this one a watch. 100%. It's awesome. Coming in at number 9 is...
Yes, the original Scream Team is back, featuring all your old friends and starring the world's hungriest hero, Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Come along with Scooby and all the gang in their most frightening mystery, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Because this time, the monsters are real.
Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Now, this one actually creeped me out when I was a kid. Like, really did. Like, really did scare me. I was basically terrified of Shaggy and Scooby. But this one's a really good, awesome movie, because they actually get to reveal, like, real super scary things in this movie, which is zombies. Now, I gotta admit, this movie right here has one epic song in it, I gotta admit. And during the song, this is my favorite moment, because this is what I would do if I did this as Shaggy. I would do that exact same thing if that was me. Trying to save my dog Scooby, and I go to grab a vine, I look at it, it's a frickin' snake, and I go, "Ah!" I would do the exact same thing. I really would. Because that terrified me a lot. I hate snakes, like I said in my previous video of my 100 Worst Nickelodeon Shows, talking about Sandra and Craig, but yeah, besides that. This Scooby-Doo movie is downright the best. I love it. But it ain't at number 1. It's not at number 1. It's at number 9. Just because it creeped me out. Basically, that's why. But it is really good. I gotta admit, it's an awesome movie. I love it. there's only one more issue I have about it, and it's Shaggy's voice. Like, he don't sound like himself. But that might just be me, I don't know. But give this movie a watch, if you haven't already. Which I bet you guys have. Coming at number 8 is...
When Scooby-Doo and Shaggy go in search of hidden family jewels, they run into some pretty scary characters. So they call on some experts for help.
You guys are ghost exterminators? That's right, Mac. The Boo Brothers. If they're hunting, we're hunting.
And Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers, coming soon to video.
Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers. I like this Scooby-Doo movie, Scooby-Doo meets Boo Brothers, because to me, I don't know why, but to me, the 3 ghosts, I know they're called the Boo Brothers, but the 3 ghosts, they make me think of the 3 Stooges. They do. Like the big fat one with the hat, who has the big shaggy hair underneath his hat. That big fat ghost, he reminds me of Mo. The long, skinny ghost, the second one that wears like that green hat with like the glasses on it, reminds me of Curly. And then the one that's like really chubby and really stupid with the red cap reminds me of Larry. Or I could got those 2 wrong, but they really make me think of the 3 Stooges, but they're dead and they're ghosts. Tell me what you think for this scene right here.
Hey, you guys! Get up there!
So yeah, you can't tell me they don't act like the 3 Stooges. They do just a little bit. So that's why I feel like they remind me of the 3 Stooges. And yes, I think he's in this one. But I don't know. I could be wrong. But I think Scrappy-Doo is in this one. I don't know. I can't remember, but I like that if he is in this one, that's really cool. I love it. Yes, he is in this one. He is in this one, because I remember. I think he is. I'll have to look at the movie again, but this movie, right here, is really good. I love how Scooby and Shaggy meet actual ghosts, and realize that these are real ghosts, and not like people in costumes, even though they're still trying to solve the mystery. Because there is actual costume ghosts in there. Well, people wearing a costume to be a ghost, but you get the idea. But this one's really good. I like this one. This one's really awesome, and I love it. So highly give this one a watch if you guys haven't. It's really good. Trust me, it is. Coming in at number 7 is...
While pursuing a ghostly computer virus, Scooby-Doo and the gang get zapped into a computer game based on their own adventure.
Friends have been transported into cyberspace.
The chase is on with Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. An all-new movie only on video cassette and DVD.
Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. And I love the villain in this one. The Cyber Chase virus guy. He's really cool. I love him. He's so unique and so awesome to where he could take basically computers and trap you with the codes. Do this with the codes and trap you in it. That's downright awesome. And how they get to go in their own computer game created by one of their friends at a school university thing, which is kind of cool. And basically, honestly, this movie kind of got me starting into liking animation and a little bit, but started getting me into more of what I'm doing now is this YouTube. But at the same time, it's really awesome to see this movie and how they actually get to meet their doppelgangers, their doubles from the game, and that's really cool. And I love it. And I love how the echo in the video game characters of the gang is a little echoey. I really like that touch. That's really cool. To where when they're talking, they have a little echo to where they don't actually sound like the real Scooby-Doo gang. But that's really cool. That's really awesome. I love that. But The villain is really awesome. I love how they get to meet some of their old foes, like the tar monster, the old Iron Face, the Creeper, Jeff Warrow, and something Gator, and then there's another one. Wasn't there one more? I forgot. Wasn't there another one? I can't remember. I feel like I'm missing one. Because Captain Redbeard ain't in there. The Tar Monster, the Creeper, Old Iron Face. I can't remember. But I think that was most of them that was in the movie. But besides that, that's really cool to see that some of the villains were actually the villains that the Scooby Gang in the game has to defeat. And not the actual Scooby-Doo. Well, at the same time, they all have to defeat them. But the villains themselves are mainly for the Scooby-Doo game character people. But that's really cool. I love this movie. It's really, really awesome. Give this one a watch if you guys haven't, which I know you guys all probably did, because I sure did. But give it a watch. Coming at number 6 is...
You'd think they'd never met a girl Ghoul before.
Join Scooby-Doo and Shaggy as they solve their latest mystery in the full-length movie Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. Now available on video cassette.
Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. Which this movie is really good, and I love it. Because, again, they meet up with real ghosts. Well, not ghosts, but creepy girls. Where each of them are like a certain gender of like that monster. Like the vampire, the mummy, the Frankenstein, werewolf. But they're all girls. And my favorite character has got to be the vampire girl. I really like her. Where every time she goes as a bat, she goes, ee, ee. It's so cute. I love it. It's so funny. And I like how in the movie, and yes, Scrappy-Doo is in this one too, but I like how in this movie, their whole goal in this is to just help them win a volleyball game against like the Boy Scouts at another school right next door to them. And it's so funny. And I love their pet dragon-like creature, where he's so funny, who didn't actually know Shaggy and Scooby at the beginning of the movie, and was like iffy about them, but then he got used to them and was like, okay, you guys are cool, and started to help them in their situation. But my favorite character of all is not the girl, like I said, but the villain. And that's like that spider-like witch-looking creature. And her companion makes me think of Michael Wazowski from Monsters, Inc. He just does to me, and that's pretty cool. And I love this movie. It's so good, so amazing, so awesome. And I think there's only one funny moment, I think, from this movie, and it's this part right here.
You look weird, but it can't hurt you. Scooby, come back! Hey, let me out of here!
Yeah, I just think that's funny to where Shaggy sees himself in the mirror and it grabs him and is like, no, and just walks off, and Scooby thinks it's the real Shaggy when it's not. And I always like Scrappy-Doo going, put him up, I know puppy power, put him up. And Scooby's just always like, right? Come on, Scrappy. It's so funny. That's why I love Scrappy. And again, this one's really awesome and I love it. So highly give this one a watch. 100%. Coming in at number 5 is...
an all-new full-length movie. Into action with Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. And the rest of the gang. Scooby-Doo in Where's My Mummy? Coming to a theater near you.
Scooby-Doo, Where's My Mummy? Now, this one is actually surprising to me because this one actually was in the theaters. I never knew that. This actually came out in theaters in November, which I don't know what day in November, but I think it was November. That's what I heard. But November 7th is my birthday, but that's not when the movie came out. But the month of it was November, but honestly, this movie has like 2 of the best songs I've ever heard. These are the songs right here.
Danger would grow. She told us so.
I just generally love those songs, and Shaggy and Scooby's reaction towards them is so funny. Not the songs, but like the situation they're in, and they're just so much terrified, and that's so awesome to see. And not only that, the twist at the end of the movie is actually Velma. Sorry I spoiled it for you all if you haven't seen it, but the twist was the Velma. She was actually the one behind it. And that was awesome. That's pretty freaking cool. I love that. That's so cool. I give props to this movie too. Like, being in theaters too. That's awesome. Like, I love it. That's generally amazing. And I'm not gonna lie, that's really good and cool. Give this movie a watch, 100%. Coming at number 4 is...
Werewolf has moved to Florida.
Ah! How dare he retire just before the monster road roust?
Randy, a werewolf! Oh no!
It's Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf. Look for it on video cassette and DVD.
Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf. Now this one is one of the coolest movies I've ever seen. Because this actually something happens to Shaggy where he gets turned into a werewolf from the vampire Dracula to the race in their rally race. And a buggy that looks almost similar to that car that comes to life in that one movie. But, cause it's a slug bug, I think, but I don't know. But I love all the different monsters and different things from the movie. And I just love it how, like, some things happen to Dracula by mistake and he didn't mean for that to happen. Because he made a deal with Shaggy. If Shaggy wins the race, he'll fix him and turn him back to normal. But if he loses, he has to stay and be a werewolf forever. But at the very end of the movie, we all know he wins, everything's happy, wonderful, and he gets turned back to normal. And not only that, Shaggy has a girlfriend in this movie. Yeah, he actually has a girlfriend in this movie, and that's very surprising. And I think it's kind of cute too. That's awesome. But what's weird to me, and yes, Scrappy-Doo is also in this one too. But what's confusing to me is, how come this is the only movie we've ever seen her in? Like, this is literally the only movie we've ever seen Shaggy's real girlfriend. But even though he's like a food holic, he still loves her, and she still loves him, which is cute and adorable. I love it. But, my favorite moment from the movie, 2 moments actually, yes. My 2 favorite moments from the movie is these 2 right here.
Well, like, I don't have many more, okay?
Well, okay. Oh, give me that!
Well, can one of you fools release the cable on the car?
I can!
I just love those 2. It's so funny. But highly give this movie a watch, 100%, because this one's really good. I love it. Coming at number 3 is...
Only on video. It's the all-new, fully animated movie, Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost.
Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. Now, this one is pretty awesome. Where, again, they also meet a real ghost, which is a real witch. And not only that, remember that game I told you about called Mystery Mayhem? Where in the game you have like this book and you could trap the monsters in it? That book is in this movie. Yeah, That book is in this movie, but they didn't like use it to where the hand kind of like reaches out to grab the monster. But it does do like they kind of actually no wait. It does do it. I forget. It does do it. At the very end of the movie, he drops the book. Like they read the crap. They read like the spell and they let go of the book and it opens up and a hand does reach out and grab the witch and pulls her in just like in the game. And not only that, she grabs the dude's leg because the dude who starts it all is who pretends to be their friend but stages the whole thing for them. And the hand, I remember, yes, the hand does grab out and grab the ghost and pulls her in the book. I remember. It does do that. And then the book gets burned after a tree falls on it. But that's amazing. It does do that. I forgot it does. It's so cool. Here, let me show you. Look. See? That's cool. That's the same exact book from that movie. I mean, from the game. But it's just changed to look a little different. But I think that's really cool. And I think this movie came after the book. The game came after this movie. Which makes sense because the book is in the game. Or I could be wrong. I don't really know. But this movie is really good. Highly, definitely watch this one. 100%.
Mix it up here in my little bowl. Ex-girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. I'm gonna put a spell on you.
Coming in at number 2 is...
It's coming. Aye, lads, it's coming. From the foggy shores of the Loch Ness, beast with a ravenous appetite so legendary that it defies imagination. Scooby-Doo and the Loch Ness Monster.
Scooby-Doo and the Loch Ness Monster. Now this one was actually going to be at number 1, but I changed my mind after I watched another Scooby-Doo movie, which you all probably know which one it is and seen it before. But let's talk about this one. This one is one of the best I love because I've always been fascinated with the Loch Ness Monster in real life and always wondered if it's really real or fake or anything like that. And in this movie, they kind of pretend like it is, but even though it's, yes, again, it's a person in a costume. But again, this movie has three good songs in it, but 2 of them is only my favorite. And it's these 2 right here. Have a listen. So yeah, I love those songs. Those songs are the best. I love those. And this movie is so great to see Shaggy and Scooby it's so funny to see them get so terrified about this ghost, the Loch Ness Monster. Even though they have to protect I can't remember where the heck is the Loch Ness Monster? Is it in England? I'm trying to think. Somewhere like that, but at all costs, it's a really great movie. I love it. It's really awesome. And I have this on DVD. I do. It's so awesome because it's just really cool to see this movie. I highly give this one a watch. 100%. Please, give this one a watch. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. My best, most amazing, favorite Scooby-Doo movie of all time is... Drumroll, please.
In the middle of nowhere, Scooby-Doo found a little courage.
That's me!
Where cookie is a compliment, bananas is a verb. Bravery, I'm confident, is still a dirty word.
Straight out of nowhere, Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yes, I love this one. This one's my favorite, #1 favorite Scooby-Doo movie of all time. Crossover movie of all time. This one's really good. I've always liked... I watched Courage a couple times, actually, like 3 days ago. And I like Courage. I really do like Courage. And I want to do this just for the fans of Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was my Courage voice. I just want to do that for the fans of Courage the Cowardly Dog. But that's basically what Courage does in the movie sometimes. But the one thing I really like about this movie is, yes, it's a crossover movie, but at the same time, what's weird about this movie is that this movie, whenever it came out, the villains are like these bugs, and they're actually the cicadas. And cicadas actually were happening in real life during this movie when it came out on DVD. Which is kind of weird coincidence in my opinion, but besides that, this one's awesome. I love this one. This one's so good, so amazing. But the only thing I do not like about the movie is this. Like, why did Eustace have to rap? Why did he have to rap like that? It's just, why? So weird. But this movie is one of the best I've ever seen. I love it. Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog is one of the amazing, most favorite movies of all time. And I love movies that how they take the credits, like in the trailer, they use the trailer and the song in the movie too. I like movies that do that. That's awesome. I love it. So yeah, this Scooby-Doo movie is one of the best I've ever seen. And I love it. So if you guys haven't seen this one yet, go give this one a watch. You'll want to. It's really good. It's amazing. I love it. It's so good. So awesome. So please, highly give this movie a watch. Please. It's really good. That does it for today's episode, guys. Please leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!